Hi, Kate. Hi, Macy. It's time for Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. This is the front of the book. This is the back of the book. And the author of the book, or the guy who wrote the story, is called Eric. He wrote the story. He wrote the words on a piece of paper. Here's Pete. Pete the cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful buttons. They were round and they were groovy. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. Are you ready? My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Ah, pop! Oh no. One of the buttons popped off and it rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3. Take your tracing finger and trace 3. 1, 2, 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. Are you ready? My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no. Another button popped off and rolled away. 1, 2. How many buttons are left? Take your pointer finger. 2. Let's count. 1, 2 buttons. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. Are you ready? My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no. Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1 button. Let's see. Oh, right here. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept right on singing his song. Are you ready? My button, my 1 groovy button, my 1 groovy button. Hop. Oh, no. The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 0. 0. That means there are no buttons left. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. What do you think he saw? His belly button on his tummy. And he kept right on singing his song. Are you ready? my button, I still have my belly button, my button, I still have my belly button. And then Pete found his buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye-bye, Pete. See you later, alligator.